What guys make it have your occasion here? You're guys to other things occasion here. There's an anybody else of fantasy occasion here. Here it is a premier user getting it. Here with other things all kind of different options here depends on a different occasion here. The O2 series here for occasion here at this turn. Every day of the huge number of a new conversation here. The reaching to the time on the case very case on the quitting here. And so as the go for it here. A refuse rejection. It doesn't really matter for himself here. Whatever I can say, I continue with both themselves here. Well, let me ask about this thing around here. So here we go around here. Himself here, I have a personality. You have to always putting around everybody else. Not maximizing here. He sells a good name of vacation and trying to join your channel here. This is the last thing around here. I'm gonna see the end list of the one of the videos here. I'm getting off this thing around here. If y'all play coming on here, he doesn't really care about here, showing about himself here. Well, take a look around here, my friend, and this is what you see around here. And this is going on here. If this is a talk about the hello vacation, is this have an what's any kind of a conversation here. Just run away from the situation here, and somebody else gets is here. They always have some kind of a concession here, and maybe we should be watching the kind of show around here. There's always a cursor on here, couple like this and that occasion. The ratio short term support to care news whenever you need to get it as a. However, but a very few of them are occasion. When I call it just a formal and a better animation. I was very a sweet time while occasion wear casual clothing, I say. Always want to know what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, I say. I don't feel jealous when I go out occasion. Himself here. When we are also keep ourselves here. They always see different things and I don't care anything, I say. So what's the biggest look at me so much that once I have a big confidence enough to come they should tell me I'm sorry. It's just here it is a look well whatever's in screen there's a trouble is when you're afraid here. You saw they share some individuals like this kind of thing. Absolutely themselves here. Well, somebody concerned about the additional methods will say the situation here about the running of this game issue is a fury case. There is a mistake right here. Somebody is which was talking about this thing around here. It's already said nobody people are complaining about some kind of a integration here. It's an act that's a target around you. And doing some action like this is not going to matter for anybody whatsoever. So the big deal here it is that when somebody think about some actions that are not useful for the personal investigation. Is that the person can do the kind of actions and not the actions are really gonna be any useful anything in everybody case whatsoever occasion because it's a very simple way of doing it here. System occasion. They said I'm going on with different things here. And I hear a conversation here. I'm gonna quickly skipping around here myself going to this discussion. So there's a millions forums of attention as this kind of a sexual terrorist around. And what happened is the knowledge is where the things are impressed as speakers and do about this the issues here are not impressive by but they like all the different accent occasion. If we're stuck in India I suspect you the business suite. This is a current tell. There goes. Is it to be making a very bad against an Indian? And there's a lot of Indian accents here. Tamil accent professor speaking like the proper booster sweet to the medium creative the much to the temperament. Some of them are the sweet into the cut of the adult there are the enough to the high mass. No man puts to listen. Yeah, using myself to some kind of clothing myself to better improvising. This is a custom made sweet for the Italian the Arnaldo Rivero is a very popular reason. I use him as an Armani sweet about here. It is cost me only 1,500 rupiah and it's a very useful for me. This is yes, is the confidence in giving to myself? I'm going to give it to confidence. Yes, and I'm gonna keep question here. Always table like question. The France accent here. J'ai commis au fond, j'ai la startaman. Attention, de juste full. Current and no motion association that attends and some individual. They all conventions de criterion de new célébration to able to achieve in this area
it doesn't look like himself as missing something. And the light here, a government session, backward, really indiquant. There is an individual, like a termination, what are you doing en français? You have no consonant terms here, doing this is definition. Here it is opportunity, the same number as the calling session. Blackford, you don't know the former number. Okay, let's see here. Here it is. You should call you the phone number. What is 0? And here goes the rest remaining of the phone number, and then association of this thing around here. And so, what are my conversation? You are not able to continue getting instruction. The solution individual like this case here has time into the front transition. Well, looks like this is a difficulty. We're looking for instance some the ideas that the females are fretting on here. Least use is one of the things you're looking for terminology of what genre female or j'ai looking for the females sensation the piano. Don't happy to the conference. I go with so it's about 2 politics this way here. Let's go for a downward direction. Myself here has been is a trait to admiration. What somebody else to think about the whatever is the 2 about else. But they have a no way of artificial way. Let's get the gearation here. So where it come from here? Even a consider gives us a comparison of this thing around here. It doesn't really matter it's a concern about here. Just go to its physical action here as aesthetic value. They always go the same things on everybody else here and feel and know about things about here would be not myself one that be using those names around somebody watching around some of the are even occasion. Some individual souls about here. Through your 2 months, of course, you should never get somebody too body. You never certain about this thing. You respect clear occasion. Other individuals' names are on here too about here. Well, I have no time for this kind of different thing, but it's a great occasion to have a fighting in South occasion, not occasion station. And we thought that we had case organizations of individuals of being autistic and he would be like about somebody really concerned about here. That's the way about it. Somebody realized but a real way about here. Alright, so you don't seem to be understand about what is happening of those website. What are you really interested about here, So maybe I'm gonna changing and looking for some other kind of a names of the gesture. It's a part of it. What they're looking for keywords myself. And if I want myself to be a popular person, I got myself to put as a pedestal immediately spamming as much as possible for everything around here. Well, after all, what I have to be losing here is somebody to actions that didn't really work about what's going on with the student gesture. Here is coming somebody else doing around here. Well, I will be myself, they should see around myself being a teacher, so a big deal about that thing around here. They all will get in themselves the full of the character here. Will enjoy this different thing around here. The vicariousness himself here. So, you enjoy about this thing around here. You just keeping it going on here. Well, you know, let's guess it is all about yourselves here. So, what is it take a look on? You know, there's a language about it. They speak like this kind of way around here. And really are a case of various getting closer with somebody to enjoy himself here. It's a variation unless you get to something about the road occasion individuals here. It really isn't here. What place you somebody better to discuss different things right here? Well, some saws here are a question of these options right here. Well, let's take a look around here at the other names right here. Play with the case here. We have a base as a mission here. Well, let me take a look around if none of those yet ever thought about here. You're sort of looking for a prank calls right here. Alright, so I guess it's still holding on to some kind of things that are listening to an action. Is it one occasion here. And use another website here names somebody watching around this kind of different. Well, I haven't really amazing benefiting anything at all as an individual like this, but he's still all watching. If they're everybody looking for himself, it's always a benefiting issue, especially as they always have this scarcity, always while saying things between you have a very laughing issue count. Or is here too about these things, right? Well, what they have discussed about here? Once about the economic as here. In order to do sexual things, you need to be unfortunate the concept of everything else, the whole universe of here. Because the whole
even so the show about here. Well, even time to starting on it, 1.1 steps again, is that something is an individual easy case and achievement here. Allows his humanity to pull some things off the case here. To always think watching if anything new factions coming on here. So one of the things is a checking of escort than a hook at least for local area case and what they look like here. Some of the most of them are all interesting. Just boy from us but the numbers here, the sexual partners here, there's a light camera here. This first person who have had sex 655 person, second person who have 1653 person, then 977 person here, the third person. Okay, this is a low. So the lowest for all the listed here as a sexual partner count is still only 855 person here. So 855 person is the lowest sexual partner count right here. So attention. One of the classic questions is asked about the sexual partner count for a prostitute right here. Every prostitute. So who out of all of you 100 prostitutes there is who have had the lowest sex ratio? And we found that this person with only 477 in the coast partners or a 577 of oral sex partners. So for her lifetime here. If you're looking for this, there are still a huge big numbers around here. This is the unique partners individual. So you have an intercourse already no less than 6,525 times a year life around here. So, well, there's not really prostitutes we can find about somebody intercourse as less than 100 times. It's just to be a very difficult really find about it. It's always that all those who you can pay sex education are only there is nobody here who has sexually inexperienced education, those sexual partners. And I want to say, so you're not only going to pay for anybody. Well, looks like the whole situation has been put in down here. So as I say about here, the apparent obvious thing is here is that they have had all enormous of sexual partners that none of them are really anything sexually interested for my personal self right here. The person here. So person has money, he will be have a sexual occasion intercourse if there will be something with his work. But there's millions of the conditions right here. Because none of those escorts are independent, they always control, therefore they always themselves in order to appear here. You're looking for a reason what make turning of any girls out of the sex occasion here. Is there a second thing about here? If you have nothing else with attractive girls, you will maybe you have to pay money if this is they got the second option here. Because they're looking for it here. And let's get a usual money case and thing around here. I'm playing about the how many girls who's wouldn't be any condition have a sexual intercourse with, and none of the initial to any kind of marks right. And if all about the flashing cash are in front of the eyes about what is going to change about the opinion about here are how many cash. So one of the things is some kind of sacred going for some tourist location where all tourists will never gonna ever meet your life, right? And going to get some crap around, some serious cash around here. 100 banknotes, putting a 10 of them, and to say but how many would we have a 1,000 unit for a sexual intercourse for a 1 hour occasion? Think about it here, there's a 1,000 unit here occasion. You wouldn't think about it, some girl might be accepted here. So I'm bringing up the 1,000, would you have a sexual intercourse with me? For what? Okay, first of all, for nothing, actually. If there's nothing else possible, there's a big problem here, my size, So, okay, for 1,000, against 1,000 is one hell of a lot of money for a 1 hour sex occasion, especially with you guys. The you think about it as well, be yourself interesting about here. Well, here is somebody who says they always claim that only 20 years old, but too much weight on here. I immediately scrap off something like this kind of different thing. My name is for me Pinesco, not just occasion here. And with also pleasure here. Well, why am I so wasting my time with such kind of things right now? So many interviews here. So you got reading millions of escort profiles myself, and alas, I know a lot of escorting myself. So good knowledge of myself escorting. I can myself to become pimp right now. Why not take a full advantage of my occasional capabilities I mean about here. So here it is looking for in order to